correct.
All right, we're on the record. It's August 27, 2019. This is Judge Wish, Courtroom 1, Session 1. Can I have the parties announce themselves for the record, please?
Kathy Kennedy Swanson on behalf of the Office of State Attorney.
Adam Scholl with Office of Public Defender.
Letitia Fowler with Office of Public Defender.
All right, please tell me your name.
Alexis Guzman.
All right, Mr. Guzman, you're here in 2019 CF 12123AO. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for attempted burglary to a conveyance. And I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're not to return back to the scene of the offense, no contact with any victims, witnesses, or possible co-defendants, and the bond will stay set at $1,500. All right, please tell me your name.
Linda Rivera.
Ms. Rivera, you're here in 2019 CF 12144AO. You're arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender. You are not to have any contact with any victim. You're not to possess weapons, firearms, or ammunition, and you're not to return back to McDonald's at 5890 South Orange Blossom Trail. And your bond will stay set at $2,500 on count 1, $150 on count 2.
Linda Rivera was the Jane Doe, Your Honor.
Sorry?
Was the Jane Doe, Ms. Rivera?
Yes. No, this, I have Rita Atkins as, she was a Jane Doe too? Okay. There was two.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry. All right, please tell me your name.
Renita Atkins.
Okay, Ms. Atkins, you're here in 2019 MM 7112 AO. You're arrested for trespass on property after warning. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Was there an offer for Ms. Atkins?
Yes, Your Honor. And so, with full period of time served, no return.
To resolve your case
Leave.
today. So if you want to resolve your case today and not ever have to come back to court for it.
Well, that's
the
what I was
state's-
hoping to do,
Okay.
but the 1972 introduction is kind of precarious to me since I was a child, a minor.
I'm sorry.
1972, I was a minor.
I don't know where you're getting that number from.
Okay.
So, ma'am, the offer from the state is a withhold of adjudication, which means it's not a formal conviction. So you wouldn't be adjudicated guilty, it's a withhold. You get credit for the 2 days that you've been in the Orange County Jail, and you would not be able to return back to the CVS at 1201 East Colonial Drive. I would have to impose court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay those off. If you'd like to accept that offer today, you can do that.
And what is the court cost?
I think there.
Can I file indigency?
You would have to do
since I-
that on your own through the
Okay.
clerk of the court.
Okay.
$323 are the court costs. I'd give you a year to pay them off.
Do you have file 199123?
I'm not sure I'm gonna take a plea today. If she wanted to resolve the case, if you wanna talk to her, Ms. Fowler, and see if she's understanding what's happening, I'm not quite sure.
Your Honor, can we reset her initial appearance
For
So-
when?
for
This
tomorrow?
afternoon, or, I mean, do you want her, you want to reset it for tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, I've already made probable cause findings. I'm not, I mean, I can reset, I can recall it this afternoon if you want to get somebody from your office to come and talk to her
Yes, Your
over
Honor.
lunch
Yes.
and explain everything to her. That might be a better option than resetting it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll reset Ms. Atkins for this afternoon, and she can have an opportunity to speak with the office. Do you want me to hold on? I just want to keep that with it. All right, so please tell me your name.
Mr. Neely, Jeremy Neely.
Okay, Mr. Neely, you're here in 2019 MM 6946AO, and your attorneys have filed a motion for release on your own recognizance or on the alternative to reduce your bond. I am showing that you're being held on a $250 bond. So, Ms. Fowler, it's your motion.
Can I take his testimony, Your Honor?
Sure. Can you please raise your right hand to be sworn in?
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you currently unemployed?
I'm sorry.
Currently unemployed.
Yes.
Do you have money in your savings account or checking account?
No, ma'am.
How much do you earn each pay period?
When I work the temp agency, 200 a week,
How often do you get paid?
weekly.
How long have you lived here?
37 years.
Do you have family here?
4 kids.
Kids. And Your Honor, I'm finished with his testimony.
All right, does the state have any questions?
I have no questions for this defendant, Your Honor.
Okay, do we know, can somebody tell me about any failures to appear?
Failure to appear, the last one was May of this year.
Okay, and then any prior history?
9 felonies, 28 misdemeanors, convictions include trespassing, loitering, burglary of dwelling, DUI, resisting without violence, burglary, obstruction, keeper, battery, no out-of-state history.
Okay,
Your Honor, for the thefts, he pled to a theft case, it looks like in June 6th of this year. That was a felony, petty theft, 2 priors. He pled to another theft case in June of last year, January of last year. Another one in January of last year. These are just theft cases, not his other criminal history as well, Your Honor. In April of 2017 so it looks like there's just a history of continuing to commit theft, Your Honor. That's just, 4, I think, in the last 2 years. My concern would be that his last failure to appear was in May of this year, and he has 9 of them. So not only does he continue to commit thefts, but he also doesn't come to court as he's supposed to.
okay. Ms. Fowler, do you have any argument?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're just relying on the motion?
Yes.
Okay, based on the number of failures to appear, as well as the fact that I'm not secure in the belief that Mr. Neely is going to show up to court or commit other offenses, specifically theft offenses, I'm going to deny the motion. I don't think a $250 bond is inappropriate considering his history as well as the number of failures to appear. please tell me your name, sir.
Marcos Azmat.
All right, Mr. Asmat, you're here in 2019 CF 11796. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant which probable cause was found for first-degree felony murder. And I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. State, did you want to be heard as to bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Looking at the four corners of the warrant that was issued by Detective from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, this defendant, along with, looks like co-defendants, came to the backyard of the victim's home. They entered the home of the victim. It looks like the victim was able to grab a knife and stab one of the co-defendants. I believe you already had the co-defendant yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Fernandez was the co-defendant we had yesterday. That defendant was, with the other co-defendants, went to the hospital for Mr. Fernandez's wound that he received from the stab of the victim. The victim was later pronounced deceased. Based on all the information from other ring security cameras, co-defendants' testimony, once they were cell phone video, this defendant was one of the co-defendants that committed or attempted to commit the robbery and the causing the death of the victim. Based on that information, Your Honor, we believe the defendant should be held at no bond, no contact with any co-defendants, no contact with the victim or the victim's family. No weapons, no firearms.
Mr. Scholl, any argument?
At this point in time, we're going to defer to the court.
Okay. My problem with the affidavit here for proof evident presumption great purposes is that they reference 3 witnesses' sworn statements. They don't identify who those witnesses are. They mention those witnesses multiple times. They say that they met with them, the 3 witnesses. I don't have those sworn statements. What I do have is identifiable co-defendants who implicate Mr. Asmat. If I had, do you have the sworn statements?
Have a moment.
Based on what's in the warrant, I mean, it's really, I don't even have the identifiable sworn statements.
Well, I believe the co-defendants also identified this defendant as one of the co-defendants.
Right, I mean, I have multiple co-defendants implicating, that's something, but I don't have the identifiable sworn, witnesses who are making these sworn statements. It keeps referencing 3 witnesses, but it doesn't tell me who they are.
I can even, it's not even in our system yet, the case packet, so I can, they can request 24 hours to see, reaching out to law enforcement and to the homicide prosecutor that has this case, if they have the case packet already with that information. It's just not scanned
Okay,
as of right now. in our
okay,
system.
so are you requesting 24 hours?
Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point in time, I'd also like to bring up that he has 5 children, and he's been working full-time at the same job for a year and a half. So I think at this point in time, we could set bond in a reasonable amount.
I'm gonna give the state the 24 hours to
Okay.
provide me any additional evidence
Okay.
to support proof evident presumption great. My guess is that they have it because they're in the warrant, they're talking about sworn statements. I just don't know whose the sworn statements are. Are they of the victims, or are they co-defendants, and what's contained within those sworn statements? And so, I mean, I'm gonna give them the 24 hours to provide me any additional information that they wanna present for purposes of proof evident presumption great. So just. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Umberto Colazo.
All right, Mr. Colazo, you're here in 2019 CF 332. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for burglary of a conveyance with an assault or battery therein. And you did not fill out a form for the public defender. Were you planning on hiring your own attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and have you spoken with an attorney?
We are in the process of hiring them. We're just trying to get the bond going so I can get all that stuff squared
Okay,
away.
well, this is a life felony, so if I find proof evident presumption, great, I can hold you no bond. So, State, did you want to be heard as to bond?
Your Honor, if I may, he had talked to me previously that he is in the process, and it appears that his family might have already talked to the attorney in question. So I just want to make sure
I
at
don't
this.
know, who is it?
Just the officer that holds it by us.
Okay. Was he planning on being here today? Do you want to reset your hearing for tomorrow?
If I may, as a friend of the court, I think that'd be the best approach to reset for tomorrow, based upon the potential of the bond that we're talking about.
That's
No.
fine, I don't have a problem with that.
Is that fine? Okay.
I'll reset him for tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then if Mr. Baez or another attorney is not here, you can consider the public defender until you've hired an attorney, if you qualify, okay?
We're just resetting him for tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, please tell me your name.
Samantha Fox.
All right, Ms. Fox, you're here in 2019 CF 12137AO. You're arrested for 2 counts of fraudulent use of credit cards, 1 count of petty theft, 3 counts of fraudulent use of credit cards, and 5 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification information. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender. You're not to return back to the LA Fitness at 3029 Daniels Road in Winter Garden. You're not to return to any of the locations that are alleged that these crimes were committed. Staples, any Burlington Coat Factory, any Bonefish, any Speedway. And you're not to have any contact with any listed victims or witnesses in the case. On count, so I'm gonna stay the bonds for, the fraudulent use of credit cards, at 150 on each. The petty theft will stay at 100. The fraudulent use of credit cards, for count 3, which are 3 counts, will stay set at $100 each. And I am gonna stay at the fraudulent use of personal identification information. There's 5 counts of those, and each of those counts will stay set at $1,000. Please tell me your name.
Moses James.
All right, Mr. James, you're here in 2019 CF 3246AO. You're arrested pursuant to a KPS for failing to appear for a hearing on June 17, 2019. The judge revoked your release and set your bond at none. I do have a public defender form here. I'm going to appoint them to represent you if they previously weren't not appointed. They can file any appropriate motions with regards to bond. You had a private attorney in the case?
The case I had a, what do you call it, the conflict lawyer, regional.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna appoint another attorney if you already have an attorney, so let me. So you do have regional conflict counsel.
Could you tell me his name?
And have 1 secretary.
I think it's,
Maybe the address.
James, Mr. Edwards.
And Kenneth Andrews.
Andrews. Kenneth Edward Andrews.
It's like it may have been RCC and then it got to a different conflict attorney.
Let's see. so conflict counsel conflicted off. Conflict, the PD was appointed, they conflicted off, then conflict counsel was appointed and they conflicted off, and then he was appointed, he's a private attorney, he was appointed on the conflict list.
Yeah.
So, and Miss Kennedy Swanson said she would contact him to let him know that you're sitting here in the Orange County Jail on no bond, okay?
Okay,
And
thank
so he's aware, so I'm gonna rip up the PD form, we're not appointing them to represent you, okay? Because they wouldn't be able to represent you anyway, because they do have a conflict.
Your Honor,
Yep.
his number, just the defendant has it.
Thank
Let me write it down for him.
Is, I have a 407-261-9130.
Thank you.
The phone number for Kenneth Andrews that we have.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm gonna write everything down for you and your case number. Thank you. All right, please tell me your name.
Nike Jones.
All right, Mr. Jones, you're here in 2019 CF 10530. You're arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for a grand theft third degree. I am gonna, well, you did not fill out a form for the public defender. Were you planning on hiring your own attorney?
Yeah, I already got a paid lawyer. I had went to court yesterday.
Okay, on this case?
Yes.
So you have a couple cases here. And nobody's filed a notice of appearance in this case. You have another case, 2019 CF 10968. You were also arrested pursuant to a warrant which probable cause was found, and that was for attempted burglary of a structure, grand theft third degree, retail theft more than $300, and conspiracy to commit grand theft. Who's the attorney that you are saying is representing you?
Can you
Sorry?
Can you just a sec.
Ken Yulo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did he say he was coming today?
No, I was supposed to actually bond out. I'm missing work right now. I stay in Miami. I was supposed to bond out, but he told
Okay.
me.
Well, you do have bonds. Mr. Yulo has not filed a notice of appearance in either one of these cases, so,
Okay, I apologize.
just so you're aware, it may have been filed and it may not have processed
right,
in
right.
yet. I don't know if he's, have you paid him?
Yeah, I paid. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so, you do have bonds, I'm gonna state the bonds at 500 on the grand theft, and then the bonds in the, 19 CF 10968 are gonna stay at 5,000 and 100, 100, and 100. Your conditions of release are as follows. In the grand theft, you are not to return back to the T-Mobile at 1704 Woolco Way in Orlando, Florida, or have any contact with any listed victim witnesses or possible co-defendants. In 19 CF 10968, in that case, you're not to return back to any target,
You said Target.
and you're not to return back to any target or have any contact with any victims, witnesses, or any co-defendants in that case. And you might want to get in touch with Mr. Yulo if you're not able to bond out. Do you think you're going to be able to bond out? If not, I can set you for a determination of counsel in a week to see if you have an attorney. I just don't want you sitting in there if you're not able to bond out without an attorney.
How much is my bond total? I got to get back to work.
Well, you have a $500 bond in one case, and then $5,300. So
That's
$5,800.
What's the 5,000 for?
That's for the attempted burglary of a structure.
That's the best we can do on that.
I'm not changing the bonds, Mr. Jones.
Your Honor, can I just one moment to talk to him as a friend of the court?
He's also on probation, so is there a 5-day hold for him?
No.
No? Okay.
Give me a bond. Right.
Your Honor, he's just going to go with the bond that you had stated. That's how he's going to proceed.
Okay, so
1,500.
are you sure you're gonna be able to bond out, Mr. Jones? Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time. Thank you. Please tell me your name. All
My name is Bernadette Carrasca.
right, Ms. Carrasca, you're here in 2019 CF 12146AO. You're arrested for retail theft over 300 and resisting an officer without violence. All right, you're not to go back to the Home Depot. I do find probable cause. You're not to return back to the Home Depot at 13121 South Orange Blossom Trail or have any contact with any listed victim, witness, or your co-defendant, Mr. Rogers. And, you live in Pennsylvania?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I am gonna stay the bonds at 2,000 and 1,000. Oh, did you want me to appoint the public defender, ma'am? I'm sorry.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please tell me your name, sir.
Can we skip a call?
Sure.
Go to Ortiz and look at my.
All right, can you tell me your name?
Kevin Ortiz Felix.
All right, Mr. Ortiz Felix. You're here in 2019 CF 12141AO. You're arrested for grand theft, 3rd degree. I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm gonna stay the bond at the 500 in that case. 2019 CF 12140AO. You're arrested for grand theft, 3rd degree, and there's probable cause, and I'm gonna stay the bond at the 500. In 2019 CF 12139AO. You were arrested for grand theft, 3rd degree. There's probable cause. I am gonna stay the bond. You're not to return back to any Sunglass Hut, specifically 8001 South Orange Blossom Trail, but you're not to go back to any Sunglass Hut or have any contact with any listed victim or witness in the case, or cases, I should say. You're out on release in 2 cases, 2019 CF 10114AO, 2019 CF 10371AO. I'm revoking the releases and setting them at none. Does he have the public defender? And you do have an attorney in both of those cases, and they can file any appropriate motions with regards to bond for you.
We have a call.
Okay. All right, please tell me your name.
Dalton McCall.
All right, Mr. McCall, you're here in 2019 CF 12129AO. You're arrested for grand theft, 3rd degree of a motor vehicle. I do find probable cause. I'm gonna appoint the public defender. You're not to have any contact with any listed victim, witness, or any co-defendant. And the bond will stay set at $1,000.
Kenneth Stevens is downtown court, Your Honor.
All right, we'll reset Mr. Stevens. Please tell me your name. All right, Mr. Swanson. You're here in 2019 CF 128, you were arrested pursuant to a warrant in which probable cause was found for robbery with a firearm and aggravated assault with a firearm. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. This is a punishable by life felony in count 1. State, did you wanna be heard as to bond?
Yes, Your Honor, looking at the four corners of the affidavit by Deputy Jacob Stern, this defendant, it looks like, came into the backyard of, last name, I'm gonna butcher it, but Hinojza, Hinojza, and said for him to give him his crack back. The victim said he didn't have crack, please get out of his property. That victim then spoke to another neighbor who was a victim and said that this defendant had just pulled a handgun and pointed at him and told him to give him his wallet. Miss Calderon confronted, Miss Calderon gave the wallet which had $35 in it and the driver's license of Miss Calderon. Then the first victim, Mr. called H, saw the defendant again in the front, walking down the street and asked him, did he just rob the other victim, Miss Calderon, and he said, yeah, because she stole my crack. Based on information, Your Honor, there are two witnesses, two victims, and saying that a handgun was pulled, and the defendant admitting that he did take the items from Miss Calderon because she allegedly stole his crack. We believe the defendant should be held at no bond.
Mr. Shaw?
Your Honor, yes, I'd like to make just 2 points. First and foremost, there was no weapon found, and also two, there are no secondary witnesses for the both alleged acts that are in this four corners. Other than that, I defer to the court.
Okay, other than an admission, and the fact that he's located during a canvass of the area within a very short time after the offense, as well as an admission, and the individual witnesses, I do find proof evident presumption great. I'm gonna hold Mr. Swanson at no bond on count 1. Count 2 will be $3,500. He's not to have any contact with any listed victim or any witness, no weapons, no firearms, no ammunition, no possession or consumption of any illegal substances or any alcohol without a valid prescription, and he's not to return back to either any one of the listed victims or witnesses' residences. 1501 20th Street. I'm not sure whose residence that is, but he's not to return back there. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Mark Walden.
All right, Mr. Walden, you're here in 2019 CF 121368. You're arrested for petty theft with 2 prior convictions. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender. You cannot go back to Wawa at 13501 West Colonial Drive or have any contact with any listed victim or witness, and the bond will stay set at $1,000. All right, please tell me your name.
Rebecca Wells.
Ms. Wells, you're here in 2019 CF 12145AO. You're arrested for possession of heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. I do find probable cause, and I am going to appoint the public defender. You may not go back to 8049 East Colonial Drive, the Wawa. You may not have any, or you may not possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. Your bond will stay set on count 1 at 1,000. I'm going to reduce count 2 to 100 and count 3 to 100. All right, please tell me your name. All right, Mr. Reed, you're here in 2019 MO 1495. You were arrested for disorderly conduct. I do find probable cause. I'm gonna appoint the public defender. Was there an offer for Mr. Reed?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudication of guilt, credit time served.
Okay, and I would have to impose court costs, Mr. Reed, if you wanted to accept the offer. All right, did he want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, I'm showing you this plea form. Is this your signature at the bottom?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
I do find a factual basis for acceptance of the plea based on the affidavit. I'm gonna adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. I do have to impose court costs. I'm gonna order you pay those by August 27th, 2020. If you want to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you, sir. All right, please tell me your name.
Shanteria Baker.
All right, Ms. Baker, you're here in 2019 MM 7110AO. You're arrested for conspiracy to commit petty theft. I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender. I don't know if the state will have an offer for you, but you're also on probation.
You did not make an offer, Your Honor.
So I am ordering that you're not to return back to the Walmart Superstore at 2500 South Kirkman Road or have any contact with any victim. I understand the other individuals are your children, so you can have contact with your children. I don't know if there's a Department in Children and Families investigation pending or if they've been contacted, but if there is, you must comply with that. And I am gonna stay the bond at the $250. Please tell me your name, sir.
DeMarcus English.
All right, Mr. English, you're here in 2019 MM 7114AO. You're arrested for trespass in a dwelling after warning. I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I would have to impose court costs.
You will accept the plea, no contest.
Thank you. All right, Mr. English, I'm showing you this plea form. Is this your signature at the bottom?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I do find a factual basis for acceptance of the plea based on the affidavit in the court file. I'm gonna adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. You may not go back to 1514 37th Street. You've been trespassed from there, you can't go back, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you want, I'm gonna impose court costs. I have to order that you pay those by August 27th, 2020. If you'd like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Robert Gillum is mental health.
Okay, we'll reset Mr. Gillum. Please tell me your name, ma'am.
Kizzy Jackson.
All right, Ms. Jackson, you're here and you were picked up on an out-of-county warrant out of Polk County, and looks like you do have bonds in each count at $500. If you're not able to bond out, Polk County has 24 hours, not including weekends or holidays, pursuant to our administrative order to come and pick you up. I don't know what happened in Polk County, so I'm not gonna take any action on your release case here, but you do have a court date coming up, looks like September 16th. So if you're unable to make that, make sure that you contact your attorneys and you let them know, okay?
Okay.
But if you can bond out, you can bond out. If not, then Polk County should come and pick you up, okay? All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Clifton Moon.
All right, Mr. Moon. You're here in 2019 MM 579AA. You were arrested for battery. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And you're not to return back to 2530 Fisherman's Paradise or have any contact with your uncle in the case, the victim. No weapons, no firearms, no ammunition. I'm gonna stay the bond at the 500. You're out on bond. It looks like the same victim in the case for aggravated assault with a weapon. Don't talk about the facts of the case. In 2019 CF 10901AO, I am revoking that and setting that at none. Does he have an attorney in that case? Okay, you do have an attorney? No? Okay, I am gonna appoint the public defender for you in that case, and they can file any appropriate motions with regards to bond for you.
Your Honor, in regards to his out of bond case, did you revoke it?
I did.
You did?
And I appointed the PD. All right, please tell me your name.
Edlin Lucarni.
Do we know what happened to Michael Rodriguez?
He's mental health, Your Honor.
Okay. So, he was mental health yesterday. I am gonna appoint the public defender. This is an MO case, it can be pled out at any time, so, if you all wanna go talk to him, in 2019 MO 1492AO. And I do find probable cause for state misdemeanors. And Ms. Fowler, did you wanna waive his appearance for purposes of the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay the bond at the 250. So you may wanna just go talk to him and. All right, and are you Lucerne? Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Lucerne, you're here in 2019 CF 3823AO. You were arrested for burglary of a conveyance and criminal mischief. I don't have an affidavit.
I'm sorry, around this case, I have the case number again.
Yeah, 2019 CF 3823AO. It's a determination of counsel.
Okay.
Okay. do I have an order? Yeah, because I did find PC on the 20th of August. I was confused. I said, I don't have an affidavit. So I do have a form for the public defender. You do qualify, and I'm gonna sign the order appointing the PD for you. Sorry, I thought it was a case, so I signed the PD order, so you do have an attorney now, okay? Okay, so I have some private 33-day motions. I'll address those first. 2019 CF 7685AO Magner Claire Saint.
That should be granted, say about one to non-filed before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. CF 10536AO Jacquees Miguel Dontavius Harris.
That should be denied. The case was consolidated with 2019 CF 10361.
2019 CF 10361.
I don't know if he was, I can look and see if he was A or B. My computer froze for a moment.
Okay, yeah, and there's nothing in Odyssey, so I don't know. And then,
It doesn't say if it's A or B. It was his co-defendant, Shaquila Gordon, was also filed. I see it, I have a filing ID, but I don't know
was
whether
it,
it's A or B.
when was it filed?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Yeah, it just hasn't made its way into Odyssey, nor in the co-defendant case either.
I'm sorry, it was filed this morning at 8:34 p.m. I apologize, 8:34 this morning. And I can give you the filing ID if you need it.
Okay.
It's 948-04-380 is the filing ID.
Thank you. 2019 CF 10287AO Angel Michelle Ortiz Garcia.
Be granted state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
Alright, that will be granted. 2019 CF 10292AO Reginald Lamar Harris.
Be granted state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 2019 CF 8857AO Gregory Addison Stewart.
Be denied state file information on 8/26.
That will be denied. 2019 CF 10676AO Rivka Olivia Zeno.
Be granted state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 2019 CF 10727 Thomas Turchin.
Be granted state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 2019 MM 6193AO Kyle Johnson.
That should be denied the state file information on 8/26.
That will be denied. This next one was a little confusing. 2019 CF 8077AO Henry Lee Wright. Looks like he was released and then there was a violation of pretrial release and he was given bonds.
It should be denied the state file information on 8/26.
Okay, sorry, it's not in the system. Do you, on 8/26?
Yes, sure. If you need to file that deed, you can take 1 second to look it up.
Alright, that will be denied. 2019 CF 5391AO John Henry Roberts Jr. It looks like his bond was revoked, but I don't know if an information was filed.
And information was not, we filed notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
Okay, his bond was revoked on July 17th, 2019. The proper motion to file is a motion to set bond in the trial division. That will be denied. 2019 CF 10290AO Reginald Lamar Harris.
To be denied the state file information on 8/26.
That will be denied. 2019 CF 10412AO Elliot Alvarez Perez.
To be granted the state file a no information on 8/26.
That will be granted. 2019 CF 5896AO Janelle Lamarius Warren.
To be denied the state file information on 8/26.
That will be denied. 2019 CF 10508AO James Casey Skipper.
That should be granted the state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 2019 CF 10460AO Frederick Charles Cardy.
Should be granted the state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 2019 CF 10507AO Lawrence W. Hill.
That should be denying the state filed information and request a transfer from felony to traffic on 8/26.
All right, that will be denied. All right, anything else?
So I have your own.
Okay, we'll be in recess until this afternoon. All right, we're on the record. It's August 27, 2019. This is Judge Wish, Courtroom 1, Session 2. Can I have the parties announce themselves for the record, please?
Kathy Kennedy Swans on behalf of the Office of State Attorney.
Letitia Fowler with the Office of Public Defender.
Adam Shaw with the Office of Public Defender.
Your Honor, Brandon Baswell is in hospital.
Okay, we will recall him within 24 hours of his release from the hospital. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Urban, last name is DeCosta.
All right, Mr. DaCosta, you're here in 2 cases. 2019 CF 12104AO, you're arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I do find probable cause. I'm gonna appoint the PD to represent you in that case. And in do we have a case number for the DUI? 2019 CT 6265AO, you're arrested for DUI with property damage or personal injury. I do find probable cause, and I am gonna appoint the public defender. In both cases, you're not to possess any weapons or firearms or ammunition. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances, and you're not to have any contact with any listed victim or witness in the cases.
Okay, ma'am.
And I am gonna stay the bond at the $2,500 on the battery
How does
and
that work?
$1,000 on the DUI. right, please tell me your name, sir.
Kirk Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, you're here in 2019 MM 7085 AO. You're arrested for possession of cannabis, less than 20 grams. I do find probable cause. I don't know what the state, you didn't fill out a form for the PD. I don't know, the state's
No, they
doing
brought me
different
straight
things
to
with
jail.
the cannabis stuff, so.
Yesterday, Your Honor, yesterday the state, they didn't make an offer, but they did agree to ROR. They would recommend ROI, I should say.
Okay.
Kirk Smith?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, he does not have any failures to appear. I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance, Mr. Smith. You need to, you don't have the public defender. Did I? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna appoint, does he qualify? Okay. I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so make sure that you keep in touch with them and they know how to get a hold of you. So if you have any court dates or anything like that, you need to make sure that you show up. If you don't, and, the judge can issue a warrant and hold you no bond. So you can't possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription, okay? So just make sure everybody knows how to get in touch with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and I believe this is Miss Atkins, and we're recalling your case, Miss Atkins, from this morning, 2019 MM 7112 AO. And have you all had an opportunity to discuss everything with her?
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to her.
Okay. And so the offer was a withhold of adjudication. She's served 2 days. She'll get credit for the 2 days that she served. And she can't go back to that CVS at 1201 East Colonial Drive. And I would have to impose court costs, but I would give her a year to pay it back. Ms. Atkins, did you understand everything that I just said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you want to accept that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Does she want to plea no contest, Mr. Schul?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Atkins, I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Is this your signature at the bottom of the plea form?
ma'am.
And did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand all of the rights that you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I do find a factual basis for acceptance of the plea based on the affidavit in the court file. I'm gonna withhold adjudication, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. You can't go back to the 1201 East Colonial Drive, that CVS. They've been trespassed. They trespassed you, so if you go back, you may get arrested again, so just don't go back there. I do have to impose court costs. I'm gonna order you to pay those by August 27, 2020. If you want to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you, ma'am, all right?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. And what am I released?
We're going to take care of you right there.
All right, please tell me your name. Can you tell me your name, sir? Do you need some headphones? Okay, we'll get you some headphones. All right, sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Can you
Sorry
tell
about
me your
that.
name?
My name is Sabor Abdullah.
Okay. Mr. Abdullah, you're here in 2019 CF 121618O. You're arrested for possession of methamphetamine with intent to sell or deliver and possession of methamphetamine. And I do find probable cause for that those offenses. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may not possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
gonna stay the bond at the 15,000 on count 1 and 150 on count 2. In 2018 CF 13870 AO, you were arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for trial. On April 1st, 2019, the judge did revoke your release and set your bond at $5,000. And does he have the PD in that case? Okay, you do have the public defender in that case as well.
Hey, Ms. Wish, if you don't mind, if you mind, the bondsman, I have my address. I'm homeless, okay? And
I can't do anything about the capias.
I know.
Okay, I'm not permitted to change that by the law. So that's something that your attorneys will have to file a motion with the judge in that case.
was some information that, a couple of days ago, some information was already sent, facts.
You're gonna have to talk up a little bit, Mr. Abdul.
The
I can't
information
hear
was
you.
already facts, requesting a reinstatement of the bond.
Okay, well, I don't believe that, I can look up the case and see if anything's happened on it.
Okay,
But the capias has already been executed, so. So on 8/12, or August 12th. So the capias was issued back in April when, there was a failure to appear for the trial. And then on August 12th, there were some court minutes produced, which indicates the bondsman failed to produce the defendant capias to remain outstanding, bond to be forfeited, and that was by Judge Adams. So there was a court hearing on that date. So that was her decision because I guess the bondsman was unable to produce you in court.
yes, ma'am.
So the capias remained and it was executed yesterday so your attorneys are gonna have to file a motion in the court if you can't meet that bond, okay? But you do have
5,000.
bonds in both cases.
The 5,000, right?
Yeah, that's for that case. This case is a new case, so,
Okay, I understand.
and you do have bonds in all the cases,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? All
One
right?
more quick question, Ms. Mills, Ms. Wish, and I'm sorry just to take up your time. Could you tell me whether the new case, the old case, there a court date on it?
No, there'll be new court dates coming up because now that you've been arrested,
This happened
they'll set it for another pretrial and trial period, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you'll get some new court dates at some point soon. You just need to make sure that they have a way of getting a hold of you
Yes, ma'am.
so that you show up to court.
No, it's what, the bondsman.
I know, but you gotta keep in touch with your bondsman and the state and the PD's office, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
And Arnold bonded?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Dusty Cooper also bonded.
Okay, we'll take no action on that. All right, please tell me your name.
Daniel Crowell.
All right, Mr. Crowell. You're here in 2019 CF 12154 AO. You were arrested for driving while license suspended with 2 prior convictions and possession of cocaine. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender's office. You're not to possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription, and you can't drive without a valid license. I'm going to stay the bond at $2,500 on count 1. I'll reduce count 2 to $150. All right, please tell me your name.
David Hare.
Okay, do we know Fernandez Guerra? He's in the hospital? Okay, so we'll reset.
Your Honor, for this case, I believe I didn't ever send an email about the other case, it should be a DP case.
I don't believe it is because the victim is not related to the defendant.
Okay.
It's the mother's boy, it's the mother's boyfriend is the victim and, or alleged victim, and the grandfather of the child. So it's not technically, there's no relationship and they're not living in the same household as family. So, we'll reset within 24 hours of his release from the hospital. All right, and you're Mr. Hare?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Mr. Hare, you're here in 2019 CF 1215780. You're arrested for grand theft, third degree of a motor vehicle, and possession of methamphetamine. I do find probable cause. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You're not to have any contact with any listed victim, witness, or any co-defendant. You're not to possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. I am gonna stay the bond at 1,000 on count 1. I will reduce count 2 to 150. You are out on release. In 2019 CF 957780, I am revoking that release and setting that at none. You do have an attorney and they can file any motions on your behalf. All right, please tell me your name, sir. Sir, tell me your name, please.
I'm sorry, my name is Brent Sean Lee.
Okay, Chris,
Christosic is bonded, Your Honor.
okay, we'll take no action on him. And you're Mr. Lee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lee, you're here in 2 cases. 2019 MM 581AA, you were arrested for possession of cannabis less than 20 grams and possession of drug paraphernalia. I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender. You can't possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. Can't have any contact with any listed victims or witnesses, or co-defendants. Your bond on count 1, I'm gonna set at $100. Count 2, I will stay at the $500. Looks like they filed an on-view violation of probation based on the new law offense in 2018. CF 3241AO, and at this time, your bond will be set at none in that case. And I'm gonna appoint the PD in both of the cases if I did not say that already, and you should be seen by Judge Whitehead in a week to 10 days, could be a little bit sooner. Looks like he already has a pending violation of probation already, so this may be added to it.
Yes, Your Honor. Just briefly, if I may, I went to court last week, and the violation, the old violation, is about to be dismissed as I showed them the paperwork that I was in treatment.
Right.
I actually have a job, and I'm doing well now. Work full-time and live in Winter Garden, have my own place for the first time ever. Could you put a large number on the bond for the VOP?
No.
No steps.
So
Thank
there
you.
will be no bond at this time. You do still have a pending violation of probation. You did get bonds in that case.
Sure.
I don't know what, I think it's Judge LeBlanc.
Mhm.
I don't know what Judge LeBlanc is gonna
He's
do,
gonna-
but, if you're found in a vehicle with a lot of other individuals and guns and drugs and all these other things, so I don't know if he's gonna, and your probation officer may file an amended violation of probation based on the new law offenses, plus any other technicals that may be there based on the situation.
Right.
So, just so you're aware, I'm not gonna give you a
Yes,
bond on that
I
today.
expect to see
okay?
Whitehead in about 10 days.
Okay, it could be sooner.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, please tell me your name.
Marquis Muller.
All right, Mr. Muller, did you hire Miss Dickerson?
Yes,
On this case? Okay, she's contacted my office. She's in court downtown right now, and she's hoping to get here in time. I said that I would call you last, and if she wasn't able to be here, she asked me to reset you for tomorrow. You do have some out on bond cases, so, it's up to you, but she's asking me to reset it. Okay, so I'll put you at the end. If she does not hear by then she's asked me to reset you for tomorrow, so we can reset you for tomorrow morning,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? All right, okay, so we'll just put you at the end there, and we'll see if she shows up, okay? All right, please tell me your name.
Amar Nelson.
All right, Mr. Nelson, you're here in 2019 CF 12152AO. You were arrested for possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a convenience business and possession of drug paraphernalia. I do find probable cause, and I am going to appoint the public defender's office. You're not to possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. And I am gonna reduce your bond to 7,500 on count one, and I'm gonna stay at 100 on count two. All right, please tell me your name.
Bertie Taylor.
All right, do we know have it a Matthew Smith?
He refused, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Smith is refusing to come to court. In 2017 CF 15923AO, that's an on-view VOP based on the new law offenses. In 2019 CF 12160AO, I am gonna appoint, well, he did not fill out a form for the PD, but I'm gonna appoint the PD to represent him in both of those cases. Did you want to waive his appearance for purposes of the record, Ms. Fowler?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I do find probable cause for the possession of a weapon by a convicted felon and possession of drug paraphernalia. He's not to possess weapons or firearms or ammunition, and he's not to possess or consume any illegal substances without a valid prescription. The bonds will stay set at $4,000 and $250, and there is an on-view VOP based on the new law offense. I do find probable cause for that. And the bond will stay set at none at this time in that case. All right, and you're Miss Taylor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do we have an updated face sheet? No, I didn't have anything on it. Oh, thank you. All right, Miss Taylor, you're here in 2019 CF 12159AO. You're arrested for criminal mischief over 1,000 and trespass after warning in a conveyance. And I do find probable cause, or structure a conveyance, I should say, and I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm gonna order that you're not to return back to 707 South Orange Blossom Trail. or have any contact with any listed victim or witness at that location. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances. And you must abide by any trespass warnings. The bond will stay set at 1,000 on count 1. I'll reduce count 2 to 100. All right, and then Bozak bonded.
Pretrial release, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, so that's administrative pretrial release. Please tell me your name, sir.
Christopher Curtis.
All right, Mr. Curtis. You're here in 2019 CT 6302AO. You're arrested for driving while license suspended, and I do find probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You're not to drive without a valid license. Your bond is gonna be set at $1,000 on that case. And you're out on bond for fleeing and attempting to elude and driving while license suspended in 2019 CF 3567AO. I am revoking that release and setting that at none. You do have an attorney who can file any appropriate motions for you on your behalf. All right, please tell me your name.
Hope restored.
All right, ma'am, you're here in 2019 MM 7116AO. You're arrested for petty theft, retail offense, and possession of alcohol on the streets, sidewalks, or alleyways. I do find probable cause for those offenses. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office in 2019 MM 7117AO. You're arrested for assault on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. I do find probable cause, and I'm gonna appoint the PD in that case. I don't know if the state will have an offer. Okay. So, you're not to return back to the racetrack at 6001 South John Young Parkway. You're to abide by any trespass warnings. You may not have any contact with any listed victim or witness.
Okay.
You may not possess weapons or firearms or any ammunition. I'm gonna stay the bond at the 250 on count 1. I'll reduce count 2 to 100. In the 19 MM 7117, no weapons, no firearms, no ammunition, no contact with any witnesses or victims, no returning back to that racetrack.
Okay.
And abide by those trespass warnings, and the bond will stay at 500 and 100.
Okay. Thank you.
Torres bonded.
Your Honor.
What was the name, Your Honor?
Aaron.
Kristen
Yes, Your
Torres.
Honor, she bought it.
All right, please tell me your name.
Adam Harrington.
All right, Mr. Harrington, you're here. You were picked up on an out-of-county warrant out of Lee County, and your bond is set at $1,600. And so if you can bond out, you can bond out. If not, pursuant to our administrative order, Lee County has 72 hours, not including weekends or holidays, to come and pick you up. If they don't do so within that time frame, you'll come back before me or another judge, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
But if you can bond out, you can bond out.
Thank you.
All right, please tell me your name, sir.
Jesse Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard. You're picked up on 2 out-of-county warrants out of Sarasota County. You have a $5,000 bond on 1 count, $15,000 on 2 counts, and a $2,000 bond on your 4th count. And in the other case, you have a $15,000 bond, a $5,000 bond, and a $2,000 bond. So if you're able to bond out, you can do so. If you're not able to do so, Sarasota has 72 hours pursuant to our administrative order to come and pick you up. That does not include weekends or holidays. And if they don't do so in that time frame, you'll come back before myself or another judge, okay? Please tell me your name.
Jennifer Lopez Camacho.
All right, Ms. Lopez Camacho, you're here in 2019 MO 1497AO. You're arrested for state misdemeanors and open container violation. I do find probable cause. You did not fill out a form for the public defender. Did you want to see if the state had an offer for you to
Yes.
resolve your case?
Yes, she does, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the state has offered withhold adjudication and credit time served. And she has agreed to those terms and to plead no contest to them. Apologize.
Okay, and then I would have to impose court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay those off, okay?
Okay, how much that would be?
All right, and Ms. Lopez Camacho, you're okay proceeding without an attorney? I know that you've spoken with Mr. Scholl, but you're not represented.
Yes.
Okay, all right, just making sure. All right, is this your signature on the bottom of the plea form?
Yes.
Did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes.
Do you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
Yes.
Are you on probation anywhere?
No.
Okay, you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation.
I'm U.S. citizen.
Okay, but you understand that if you're not, that the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes.
Okay. I do find a factual basis for acceptance of the plea to both of the charges. I am gonna withhold adjudication on each count, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days time served. Those will run concurrent. I do have to impose court costs. I'm gonna order you pay those by August 27, 2020. That gives you a year to pay them off, okay? If you want to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. All right, please tell me your name, sir.
It's Malir.
All right, Mr. Malier, you're here in 2019 MO 1498AO. You're arrested for being in a park after it's been closed, and it's a city ordinance. There's probable cause. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I did reflect that the out on release case that that was closed out, he pled to that on August 21st. So it's not an open case. I don't know if you're interested in trying to resolve the new case today, if the state has an offer.
Yes, the state made an offer, and my client would like to plead no contest. An offer was adjudication guilty, credit time served.
Okay. And I would have to impose court costs, but I'd give you a year to pay them off. Thank you. All right, Mr. Malier, I'm showing you this plea form. Is this your signature at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. Did you understand everything that was contained within the plea form?
Yes.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea?
I sure do.
Are you on probation anywhere?
Nope.
Okay, you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, the plea will subject you to deportation?
do.
Okay. I do find a factual basis for acceptance of the plea. I am going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. I do have to impose court costs, but I'm going to give you a year to pay them off. I'm going to order you pay those by August 27, 2020. If you would like to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court, you must do so in writing within 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, one would be appointed for you, sir. All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor, can we readdress the case from this morning? Mr. Asmath, this is the PC State Request 24 Hours. I had a chance to speak to the homicide prosecutor. I spoke to defense counsel prior to court starting. And he had 2 requests. He said, 1, did Your Honor just need the actual sworn affidavits and not the detective? And 2, he has a hearing at 8:30 downtown. Can we start, for this case at 9:30?
Well, whatever you need to present proof to meet your burden.
I will respond to him that way. And then he said, can we start at 9:30 so he can get from his downtown hearing down here for this particular case?
So he wants to come and testify?
No,
Oh.
the ASA wants to handle the case.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
And they want to do that at 9:30?
Yes, Your Honor. He said he should be down here.
Okay, so, okay. Well, just remind me.
Okay.
And at 9, I guess, we just won't call the case till
Okay.
then and wait till, who's coming?
I think it's Christopher Smith.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So we'll just recall that at 9:30 or whenever Mr. Smith gets here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and then, Mr. Muller, we were gonna readdress him, but Ms. Dickerson is not present, and I don't know where she is. So we're gonna reset him. I'll
I
just let
apologize.
him, yeah, I did advise him of that. All right, Mr. Muller, Ms. Dickerson's not here yet, and you're the last case. So, she asked, my office if we could just reset you for tomorrow. I'm gonna let her know we're gonna set you in the morning, so she needs to be here. You may wanna call her if you're able to get in touch with her, but we start court at 9, and I don't know how long the docket, or how large the docket will be tomorrow, because I don't know who's getting arrested. So, you know, you might want to let her know that she needs to be here as soon as possible, because I'm not going to keep rolling it. I mean, that's not fair to you either, right? So if you want me to reset it for tomorrow, I'm happy to do that. So just, we'll see you tomorrow morning, okay? All right. Okay. Anything else? All right, we'll be in recess until tomorrow.